In 2006, AZ Master started a mission to discover and create the perfect Australian wines for the Asian palate. This expedition has taken AZ Master through multiple Australian regions in the pursuit of the perfect terroir. The search attracted talented Australian winemakers, welcoming them to merge their outstanding knowledge with AZ Master's philosophy. The result is a combination of passion, innovation, and experience. Since then, AZ Master has sourced premium produce from several diverse regions, including Barossa Valley, Eden Valley, Riverland, Langhorne Creek, Coonawarra, and Ngambie Lakes. And now, let's start the journey. Here is Barossa Valley, the heart of the Australian wine industry. The Shiraz grapes grown here have conquered the world. It's largely expressing the soil and weather and shows overwhelming complexity.
What we're trying to do with AZ Masters is make an authentic premium Barossa Shiraz that will have potential to age for 15 to 20 years. I think what's special about it is I've been able to utilise an old vine vineyard that I've known for a lot of years. From a fruit perspective, I think there'll be sort of plum, almost blueberry characters with an underlying dark chocolate, which gives a sort of a fine, almost powdery tannin character. Because of the frost that we had last year, the volumes are down quite a lot. What this does though is you've got a lot more leaf to produce a smaller amount of fruit in comparison. It will be probably one of the most outstanding vintages we see in a while.
For AZ Master Wines, we're taking in Barossa Valley Shiraz, so special selected vineyards around the Barossa Valley, out at Tanunda, Ebenezer. So these are excellent areas, so they're more low yielding, so we get nice, rich, intensely flavoured grapes. And within that area there's all these different soil profiles, aspects, so there's all these different characters and flavours that individual vineyards will give, so it's a wonderful palette to be able to work from.
Not far from Barossa Valley, Eden Valley is known as the Garden of Grapes and Gums. And here is the home to some of the world's oldest Shiraz and Riesling vineyards. AZ Master's Riesling is from a vineyard which is over 50 years old. Gentle hand-picking maximizes the flavor from the fruit. It has strong lime citrus aroma and great intensity of flavor on the palate. AZ Master believes it will take a few more years to reach its peak. An hour's drive from Adelaide City, AZ Master didn't miss this treasured region, Langhorne Creek. The modern winemaking facilities and experienced team here guarantee AZ Master can produce a stable, good quality wine each year. From grapes to wine, AZ Master has every aspect under strict monitoring to ensure the customers can enjoy authentic Australian wine. Coonawarra is an Aboriginal name meaning honeysuckle, and it's also known as the home of Australia's best Cabernet Sauvignon. This magic ancient Terra Rossa land has been cared for by grape growers for more than 120 years.
In the world of Cabernet, I have somewhat of a reputation of producing wines that are big and rich, very flavoursome. And AZ winemakers have approached me to make some wine in that style for them. The soil type in Coonawarra actually grows grapes which are not very vigorous. So that typically we have a soil type called Terra Rossa, and this is a clay loam soil which is bright red in colour. It's the Rossa, Terra Rossa, red earth, but it is overlaying a limestone which the roots don't really sort of grow in because there's no nutrients, but The roots act a bit like blotting paper or a sponge where there's moisture in it, but not a lot of moisture, but just enough moisture for the grapes to survive. So the grapes grow well early on in the season in the spring when there are spring rains, produce a good level of crop and a good level of vegetative growth, but then they stop growing vegetatively and they start putting all of their energy into maturing the crop. And the final grapes are normally fully ripe, so you get quite good alcohol levels, very soft, approachable tannins, and plenty of colour and richness in them.
We also produce a Botrytis style sweet wine for AZ Master from two varieties, a Riesling and a Sauvignon, which we blend together. These wines are quite different from anything else that we do in Coonawarra in that we leave the fruit out there for sometimes months after we finish picking the last of our reds. Over that time, the grapes become infected with the Botrytis fungus, and they go from a lovely golden colour into almost pinky and slightly grey. Botrytis is sometimes also known as noble rot. The grapes dehydrate, so they get super concentrated. The Botrytis also imparts a very, very distinct, almost honey, toasty, marmalade-y, apricot-y character through those wines.
Cross South Australia and enter central Victoria. Here we are at Nagambie Lakes. One of AZ Master's signature wines is produced here.
85% of a wine is made in the vineyard. If you don't start with a top quality product in the vineyard, it's very difficult to go on and make a great wine. We're using an incredible old vine vineyard for this one, based in Nagambie, one of the earliest vineyards planted in the region. Fantastic producer, and the location is stunning, right on the river. So we get wonderful old vine fruit from that. For me, the most important thing is to produce a balanced wine. What's also very important is to see a sense of place. It looks like something that's come from its place of origin. That's very important. We hope you guys really enjoy.
Australian wines have enlightened the tables of this land for so many years, and now it is time to share this magic with the world. This intensive journey across different lands continues with AZ Master finding the best ways to interpret Australian wines. From grapes to bottle, AZ Master will only give you the best.